Now, I don't quite believe it, but it has been one whole year of this channel already. And a massive thank you to everyone who posted their questions for me. I've got plenty to decipher and get through for that video, which will be out tomorrow, by the way. The Q&A video will be out tomorrow, celebrating 1 year of Omega Loot Gaming. A year ago, since I uploaded a Football Manager video. It has not aged well, by the way. Don't go back and watch it. Please don't. It is atrocious. Hopefully I've come on leaps and bounds. Well, I think I have anyway. And you guys seem to be enjoying the new additions that we're making, including obviously the graphics that we have for the lineups during videos. But yes, massive thank you for everyone for the questions. That will be out tomorrow. We have today a top-of-the-table clash against Sheffield United in the World ROTTERDAMINATION save, but we've got a few things to talk about to bring you up to speed. Yes, we streamed the games in between the last episode and today on twitch.tv/MegaLootGaming. If you haven't done so already, please come across to Twitch. We're going to actually start a brand new Twitch save soon, so you might be interested in that. But we are, of course, doing the games in between when we can, so you don't want to miss more of World ROTTERDAMINATION. That's where you need to be. Twitch.tv/MegaLootGaming. Drop me a follow. It will notify you if you have the app on your phone when I go live. So however then you watch it, you can bring it up. But there's plenty more stuff to enjoy on Twitch. Give it a try. But like I say, we do have quite a few things to talk about. One being the fact that we almost got sacked. I know. I'll bring you up to speed. And in fact, I'll chuck up the graphic right now of the actual screenshot of what actually happened. So basically, people who are on stream actually seen it happen. I was mentioning how Steven Berghuis was playing dreadfully. And of course, the first game that we had here, the 2-0, he played in that. And he started playing very bad. In a few games, I was mentioning his performance. As you can see, a 6.3 there. Mentioned his performance, kept bringing him off. And my assistant kept suggesting to drop him. And we were currently sitting at top of the league. And then all of a sudden, the board requested a board meeting, and if I didn't attend, I was gone. I was absolutely gone. We had on the club info, on the club vision, sorry, we had a C-. I think we still do. I don't even think that's changed. We go on performance. It's a C, so we've gone up slightly, but it was a C-, and we were on the brink of being sacked, even though we were currently sitting in the top spot of the league. They said in the team meeting they wanted to get rid of Steven Berghuis from the starting 11. And if I didn't, that might be consequences as well. So I did. They listened. I listened. They accepted that. And luckily, we played without him for like 3 games maybe. And then they accepted the fact that I had listened and said that I kept my promise. And just as I did that, the other 2 right midfielders that I've been using both got injured, so I had to start playing them again. But yeah, so a C in the performance. I mean, we have dropped down in the league since then, but this is what we're looking like right now. So after that, a San Etienne 1-0 victory, Alfredo Morelos with a penalty. Hanover 96, a cracking 3-0 victory, Sinistera and Alfredo Morelos with a brace. That was really good to see Morelos come back in the goals quite often now. But then, a Udinese 92nd minute winner from them. That was disappointing, quite heartbreaking, because at this point, this is where we were currently sitting top of the league. Besiktas, a 3-0 victory. Jerry Morelos, Uatara finishing it off. And Racing Club, a 2-0 victory. Miguel Baeza and Albert Sambi Lakonga with a two goals in that game. But Club Brugge, a very disappointing performance against them at home as well. And we haven't lost a home game for a very long time, in fact. And it was the Monterrey game in the Cup. But in the league, I don't think we've lost many at home at all this season. So, very disappointing. And now we find ourselves currently sitting in 3rd place. We have a tough run. We're 4 points behind Rennes. I can't believe it's Rennes still at the top as well. At one point, they dropped down to 4th. So, it's been very, mix and match. But we're still nowhere near the top. Sheffield United have 2 players in the top there for goals. That's who we've got that's who we've got today. They're currently sitting on 75 points, so 6 points behind us. If they do go 3 points between us, then maybe I might be slightly worried that we will drop into the playoffs. I don't think we'll drop further down from the playoffs into 5th place. Mathematically, it's still possible. Theoretically, though, I don't think it will be because the amount of games that we have left, I don't think we'll have that much of a crumble. And Braga or Udinese also winning all of their games, so I just don't think that's possible. But we could well slip into the playoff positions with a loss today at Bramall Lane. After that, of course, we have the Getafe game, which should be okay. Internacional, Braga, a 5th place finish there. 5th place game there. So what I am going to be doing, of course, we're going to be playing the one game today, and then we'll have a player spotlight. That is going to be on the man, Ferry Sturris, who come through the youth intake. You guys seem to... none of you complained that we did the spotlight on the player, so I'm going to continue doing that for a while, and then in the most important games, in the most important episodes, like Wednesday's episode, which will be end of the season, I'm going to do what I did last season, and bring you the last sort of 4 games step by step and see how we're progressing each time during the league table, because I quite enjoyed that, and I think you did too. We also had our youth intake, and you can't quite see it because my head is in the way. So if we go to Development Centre and have a look at our youth candidates, we had a 4.5-star goalkeeper, but I am not really too optimistic about him because he only has 9 reflexes. So I can't really see him being very good, and he's got a very low current ability too. So maybe not. And we also have this Moroccan. Is he Moroccan? Yes, he is. I know my flags. And badges. Who has good pace for his age at 16, but the rest of him doesn't look too appealing. So, last year we can't complain. We had 3 absolutely outstanding players. One we're going to look at today, so I'm not really complaining too much, but still disappointing, isn't it? So, with that being said, let's bring you the lineup for today's game. So most things look quite normal across the back line. We have our Mini back for this game, of course. Midfield looks very similar. Tornstra in and out of the side, but I'm going to keep him. Burgess, of course, is back in. But there we have it. Burgess, Tornstra, Lakonga, Baeza, Renier and Morelos. We keep our usual 11 for this, what I consider quite important game. Right, so those are the 2 strikers that we need to be looking out for today. Musa and Kalinic, both first and third in the goals this year. Kalinic now 33 years of age. He's been around the block as well, playing for some of the big clubs in Europe. Lys Mousset is sort of like one of those overpowered players on this game. In real life, never really caught on, I don't think, this season. I don't know, Blaze fans, let me know. But I think he has the fundamentals on this game to be good, doesn't he? He's similar to the Callum Wilson effect that we have at Bournemouth. He's pacey, he has decent dribbling ability, good finishing, good off the ball. He's going to score goals whatever club he's at, as long as he's given some sort of opportunity. And so far, 37 goals in 77 league games, 21 this season in the league. He's doing very well with 5 assists. So a very overpowered player. Our man, however, Morelos, I don't want to question too much. 12 goals in 26. It isn't awful. But it's the same as Sinisterra. He'll get 2 in one game and then go missing for a couple. So there we go. Of course, our bench has Banis, Van der Linden, Balesa, Kirku, Antonio Governo, U03 and Jurgensen, who has filled in quite nicely when we don't have Morelos. But still, we do have Morelos. We need to keep our faith in him because I know he can be an insane player. 4 points behind top. Can we make a difference in that? And we start off the game with the Blades having the ball. Back to their goalkeeper, Fazio now. They got quite a few slow defenders. Baeza. Here he is. He's our creative force going forward. Eter. The new left back's fitted in nicely. Renier. And I think Morelos has been fouled. It must have took... I think it's took 2 men to bring it down. It has to. It's Morelos. He isn't going to go down like a Luis Suarez. He's not that type of guy, is he? He won't bite you. He'll probably stab you. I'm not even joking. He'll probably stab you. I hope he doesn't watch these videos. He's fine. He's in Glasgow. He isn't going to come down to Plymouth. Morelos with the penalty, though. I've taken Tornstra off penalties because of how many misses. Morelos, do us proud. Get in there. There's the first goal. 8 minutes into the game, away from home. That goal is a great start for us. Morelos, it's a good, thunderous penalty. It's close to the goalkeeper, but it's enough. Burgess has took a knock, but he seems to be recovering quite nicely, so I don't think we will take him off just yet. It depends on his performance, to be honest. We have a couple of people who could fill in that role, but no one who plays that naturally. Because of injuries, we've had to put Burgess back in the side. But I think his time is up at the end of the season. It's time to move Burgess on. As well as Tornstra, he is also going to be leaving. I haven't offered him a new contract, and I don't intend to. There's Mousset. Oh my god, how has he missed? He got caught. I mean, he still managed to stay on side. But I don't understand how he's missed that. Corner ball, we need to defend this. Freeman in there. Kalinic. And that's both their strikers. Their on-form strikers having a pop. But we're going to start off this game. That was close. We had to keep it in the... Can we keep this on the pitch, lads? Is that okay? Tornstra. There is Burgess, who I think I will need to take off. He is still struggling. Karsdorp. There's a lovely ball. Oh, it's unlucky. And now Mousset. Oh, the pace of the man. He's got around Armini, but he can't get it past Van Bournemouth. The trouble is, though, if you give Mousset too many opportunities, he will score one eventually. But so far, so good. Half time. We don't exactly deserve this. Not one bit. It's a very hit and miss for us. But Banis is going to come on the left-hand side. Baez is going to fill in on the right. We do have Gaverno who could have played on the right, but he's not actually trained there. And I think pace-wise, he will struggle. But we could start training him to play there, I suppose, just in case. I think I don't want to make too many other changes. I think the rest of the midfield are doing okay. Let's get a bit more creative, though. Not what we wanted to see either. Eter has picked up an injury. So Van der Linden's going to come in on the left. He's going to fill in. We got him from our youth intake last year. So one of the players who is actually quite good. We've played him a couple of times. And he's actually done all right for us. But all of those performances have been at centre-back. A 6.8 rating. So he has been doing well for us. But he's got to fit in this left-back position. He doesn't necessarily suit it. He's got very bad acceleration. Only 18 though. Doesn't have the best potential. I am going to make the final change as well. Kirku's going to come in the box-to-box midfielder role instead of Tornstra, who's having quite a quiet game. And we do have a highlight. Van der Linden's going to take a throw-in now. That is poor. That is... I mean, throw-ins are good on this game, but now we have been caught out massively. Kalinic! Well, we keep giving them opportunities. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Can we stop doing that, please? I think it's... Oh, right. I'm going to see what's going to happen here. I was going to make some tactical changes. I know we've got no subs left. Right. Maybe I'm a bit too late because now they look like they could be on the attack. Unless... Van der Linden, that's a great clearance. It is wasteful, though. Jerry, nice. Right. Now, can we keep the ball? Fazio? Nope. Bisek's now got it. Back to the goalkeeper. We've got two players pressing when we don't necessarily need to. It's the bad part of the high press. And here we go. Our man is in there. And what a save by Van Bournemouth. I'm carrying away like I don't want it to happen. What a save by the number one. A couple of times our assistant is suggested to play our goalkeeper from last year. And I'm questioning why. Because Van Bournemouth has arguably been our player of the season. I didn't make the change again. I should have just done it. I didn't get the chance to. Here is Banis, Kirku. Come on. Let's hope for this attack to be ours. Baeza. It's a lovely little cut inside. It's unlucky. I mean, it's a poor attempt. Right, now. Team instruction-wise, a bit of time wasting. I seemed to do this on stream the other day, and it seemed to work. Be more disciplined. Stop passing to space, because we want to make sure we give it to feet. Stop the overlap as well. We don't want to get caught out. But I'm happy with the tempo being high. In transition, slow the pace down. Maybe give the ball to the fullbacks as well. Spread the play out so their players get spread out. So this, I'm trying to talk you through my thinking here because a lot of people argue what I actually do. Maybe drop back slightly because they've got Mousset, who we know is extremely quick. Standard width, let's be a bit more narrow. Because they are playing quite a narrow formation and they've got wing backs, I'm thinking in my head we play more narrow. That might suit that style, and I will go from attacking to balanced as well. So let's see whether that does anything. Van Bournemouth does have the ball, and that is too dangerous to be playing. I've just sung your praises. Mousset's there. Van Bournemouth makes a save. Come on, right? Demand more focus, please. I don't think this highlight is over. That was too weak for this highlight to be over, but they are playing very high pressing, and it's left a lot of gaps. Renier is now in. Have a pop. It's unlucky from Renier. Not quite good enough, though. Here we go. Miguel Baeza with a free kick. Oh, I mean, he's there. He can't quite get it. Jerry plays it back to Baeza. Keep the attack alive. We got no one in the box. No one whatsoever. We're just giving the ball away. But there is Armini. Not too far, please, Nicolo. That's bad. If they don't score from this, we are so lucky. And they have done. They have done. Oh my God, Nicolo. I mean, I know he's young and I know how good he can be. But Mousset is... I mean, they had 3 men just running through there. That is so annoying. Right. I want to score another goal. And I might be stupid for doing this. However, maybe not the overlap. But let's not time waste anymore and keep... We're basically playing the same as what we did, but without the overlap, because I don't want to lose the game. A draw is okay, but to throw away the lead there, I mean, it's going to go through all the way to the end of stoppage time there. A 1-1, I mean, I probably would have took a 1-1 at the start of the game if you offered it to me. But it's just annoying, isn't it? I mean, being in the lead that early on, we haven't really created a lot of opportunities, though. I can't deny it. They've had 22 opportunities. We've had 7. Only 1 on target. That is the least amount of opportunities on target I have noticed during this save so far. And I am annoyed. I am annoyed with them because giving up that lead and it was in our hands. We had the ball and we gave it away. And stupidly as well, trying to pass it around the back. But there we go. So it's damaged our chances of winning the title a little bit. We're still 4 points because I think Augsburg drew. They must have done. They won 1-0. What happened there then? They must have scored early on, but Stade Rennes lost 3-0 to Mineiro, who obviously we beat in the last episode. This league, I mean, it's bonkers. It's absolutely bonkers, but I am loving it so much. So much so. So, it's arguably quite a good result for us going up, but not a great result for us winning the title. We're still 4 points behind now. New leaders, Augsburg. But let's go over to the player spotlight. Oh, before we do, E03 is out for 5 to 6 weeks, which is very frustrating. So, I mean, he's going to be chucked in the side straight away. Where is he? Simon Bakker, our backup left back. He isn't actually too bad considering he's 16, and we're going to take him off from playing from the reserves and just make sure he isn't playing for them because he's going to be our new starting left back for the foreseeable rest of the season by the looks of it. Okay, the player spotlight though, we have for us Ferry Sturras, and this is the man who came through the youth ranks last year who I thought was going to be the best player, but it turns out it was arguably Ron Albinho or Mustafa Bassaran formerly. But this man, come to think of it from his performances in the reserve leagues and stuff like that, he could be quite a star. I mean, as you can see here, in 19 non-competitive games, in 14 non-competitive games, he scored 19 goals and got 1 assist, and only 1 of them have been a penalty, which he did convert. 6 player of the matches, an 8.23 rating. And I know it's only non-competitive, so it doesn't necessarily matter. But take note of things like that, because if they are on a goal-scoring form, and your striker is struggling to score goals, maybe just give them an opportunity. I've done it in the past and it's worked out beautifully. But if we do have a look at this man, I mean, determination has dropped, which is annoying, but it's still 15, it's still quite high. He has good work rate still. His pace, his 14 is decent, acceleration isn't that good. However, I don't know about you guys. I am thinking long-term plan, this be the position for Ferry Sturras in the Renier role. He has good passing. His vision's not too bad either. And with that good dribbling, he could make for a very good shadow striker. Because he has decent finishing, his composure is only 9. This is why I'm staying away from the striker role, which is his natural position. I mean, his natural position is actually a false 9, which does suggest more of an attacking midfielder role. The false 9 sort of plays and like drops back to either play the ball forward to a striker or the inside forwards. So this is what I'm thinking with this player. But he's still obviously 17. He's got a lot of room to grow. Still 5-star potential. 5'7", which suggests he wouldn't be a very big target up front unless he does miraculously grow quite a lot in the future. But let's have a look at his development then. So training. I am currently leaving it to the assistants, but I think I might start training him in that attacking midfielder on attack role. It covers the most ground over the Shadow Striker, I think. So if we have a look at the Shadow Striker, what that does, it covers least important ones, in my opinion. So I'm going to go for the attacking midfielder there. Additional focus, I don't think I really want to give him any additional focus. Arguably, I could give him quickness, and that could improve it. Or I could give him finishing, fast touch, that sort of thing, which would really suit that sort of... I mean, mentally, he could be better. Off the ball, 12. Anticipation, only 10. Decision making, 11. Maybe attack and movement. I've changed my mind. Let's go with attack and movement. He's on normal intensity. I mean, what do you guys do? Occasionally with youngsters, I like to put it at double, but I sort of stick it on normal to begin with. See how it goes, really. And then occasionally your assistant will say, you know, he's better at doing that. He has some good player traits though. Plays 1-2s. He likes the ball to his feet, which does suggest more of a hold-up player, which maybe he needs better first touch. And he does run with the ball often. Of course, he has very good dribbling, good agility, and extremely good balance as well. So that works out quite nicely for me. I'm happy with that. If I was potentially to do another one, he's got good technique, so maybe place his shots, maybe first-time shots might suit this man better than anything else. Although he has good dribbling, he could round goalkeepers. That's also quite a good thing, but you would need better composure, I guess, for that. But that's maybe something to look at into long term. Now, his progress, he has actually developed quite nicely already. And we are already on attributes or time. I mean, let's come away from this and go on attacking midfielder on attack, so you can sort of see that. Can we get the... There we go. So you can see what has actually gone up by attribute number, and I'm not actually... Strength, which is underneath my head here, has gone up by 1 as well, from 6 to 7, but he's still really young, so his strength isn't going to be too good. But as you can see, first touch, free kick taken, and heading gone up 1 already. Anticipation, composure, leadership and off the ball, and vision all going up in his mental attributes. So some good mental attributes already climbing there in 1 year. And in the physical category, we have stamina, strength and agility all going up by 1. So a steady and slow progress so far in the life of Fairy Sturus. But I'm quite excited to see what this guy can turn out. And I think by the time they get to about 20, that's when I like to see what they are really about. I think there's sort of like a threshold of 19, 20 where I decide this guy's going to be good and I need to focus on him a little bit more, or this guy I'm never going to play, I need to offload him and look for a good deal, or start loaning him out and up his value slightly. But he's worth 450k now. We've had bids in for him, which is why he has an asking price of 60 million. I wouldn't want to accept anything less than 60 million because I do really think this guy could be quite good in the future if he does develop and reach his full potential. But let me know down in the comments what you think of Fairy Sturus and his capabilities in the future. But there we have it then, guys. Massive thank you for all the comments. Please, let's get a happy birthday, Omega Luke, down in the comments. It's not my actual birthday, it's the channel's birthday. But let's still raid the comments with that one if you would. That would be brilliant. Please drop a like on the video if you can. That would be fantastic. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't done so already, press that subscribe button. We have plenty of stuff coming your way in the future. Not to mention, we are en route already to 4,000 subscribers. We surpassed 3k subscribers last week, I think it was, and we're already en route to 3,200 of you now. Absolutely loving it. Thank you very much for the support in just 1 year. I would never have imagined. I tell you what, my goal with this channel to begin with was just to enjoy it, and if I managed to pick up a bit of an audience, I was thinking to myself, in a year, maybe 1,000 subscribers would be fantastic. To have over 3,000 of you, it's very overwhelming. Please, if you haven't done so already, the Discord, probably my most proudest part of my channel is the Discord community that we have. Plenty of people in there who will help you out if you have any questions or just want to talk about your save. There's so many people there who will listen, and I genuinely mean that. They will listen to how your saves are getting on. It might not be me. I flutter in there, in and out. Of course, I'm quite a busy man with videos and a baby. But occasionally I will drop in there. There's also a place where you can drop your regens. That's always fun. Regen porn. Love it. Something weird about having a channel on Discord called Regen Porn, and you basically have to put players in who tend to be under the age of 18. However, I'll leave you on that note. My name is Mega Luke. I'll see you on Wednesday for the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I have picked another one for you just down below. And if you want to support the channel anymore, then there is a Patreon there, which you can sponsor a player. Why not? Treat yourself.